Hey, right now I'm going to talk to you about how I quit my $120,000 job after learning this lesson about money. Hey, it's Ted McGrath, and right now I'm going to jump into sharing with you how I quit my $120,000 job after learning this lesson about money. And if you want to grab my free gift right here on how to quit the 9-to-5, you can download it right now, follow along with this presentation, and more importantly, there's the deep dive information in here, so definitely download it. So let's jump into the 9-to-5 and what you might be thinking about, whether you're in a job or whether you want to make more income in what it is that you're doing. Because ultimately, we all want to make more income. But there's 3 different ways I'm going to talk to you about making income that most people are aware of, but don't really think of how to change in their life so they can make more money. So if you're the type of person who learned when you grew up that you trade time for dollars, meaning you go and you put time in and you get a paycheck for it, then you probably learned it from your parents, or you might have learned it from somebody that you watched, or you might have learned it from a grandparent, and you're like, oh, that's how I do it. I go and I get a paycheck, or I go, I put in time and I make money. In fact, I did this early on in my career when I was an umpire when I was a kid, and I was also a referee. And I actually got a paycheck. And it was the only paychecks I've ever gotten in my life, really, because I put in time and I got money as a result of it. So they paid me per hour. So as I looked at the paychecks, even as a kid, I was like, man, those paychecks are kind of small. When I was looking at it, I was like, this is kind of like, I love refereeing and umpiring, and I did it because I enjoyed it. But when I looked at the money, I was like, this is not a lot of money. So even as a kid, I kind of had the realization that the time for dollars model wasn't really the greatest thing to do. But I thought it was cool that I loved sports and I was doing something that I loved, so that was important. The big question most people have in their mind, whether they're entrepreneurs or whether they're working the 9-to-5, is kind of like, how do I make money doing what I love, but how do I make smart money, right? That's really the big question here. How do I make money in a smart way? So if you're the time for dollars model, that's okay. A lot of people in the world are the time for dollars model, and I'm going to talk to you about the skill set that you need in just a moment, so stay tuned, because there's a very important skill set you need in today's economy that people don't have in the old economy. The old economy is the time for dollars economy. That's the old economy. The new economy is totally different. Now, the old economy of time for dollars has kind of evolved a little bit, and it's moved into an economy that's not the best economy, but it's better than time for dollars, which is the commission economy. You know, you get paid when you sell a house, you get paid when you sell an insurance policy. When I was 21 years old, that's how I grew up in my first professional career. Now, I also did swing a sledgehammer, during the summers, and I trained in demolition in terms of like making money in demolition, and that was an hourly paycheck as well. But, so I had some hourly paychecks, but my first professional career was really in the insurance business. So when I started, I remember sitting across from my boss, and he's like, you can make $200,000 this year, your first year in the business. And I was like, wow, man, and my eyes lit up, and I'm the type who, when I see an opportunity, I take action on that thing because I'm like, that's a smarter way to do it. Now, most people think the 9-to-5 is like, oh, well, it's too risky to go on commission. I look at it, I'm like, the bigger risk is not going on commission. Why would you not? Why would you not want to get paid for your performance? So in my mindset, like when I told my parents, and I'm like, hey, I'm going into the insurance business, they're like, you're going to do what? And I was like, yeah, I'm going into the insurance business. That's what I did. And I did it, and my first year I made $120,000 in income. So how did I do it? Well, I had a skill set that served me in doing that, which was a sales skill set, but that sales skill set is still a skill set that exists in the old economy. See, the old economy is still the time for dollars model where you get the paycheck. The old economy is still the commission economy where you get paid on commission, but there's a totally new economy that's out there right now that if you understood it, it would actually change the entire way that you focus on making money. And that economy is called the passive income economy. That is where you make money even when you don't go to work. Pretty interesting, right? Now, here's 2 ways to look at this. Number 1, you should do what you love. And number 2, you should make passive income. So there's kind of a 2 formula here. When I look at the formula, there's like 2 things to the formula, right? Number 1, do what you love. Number 2, make passive income. Now, what is passive income? Well, that's income that's coming in even when you're not working. So you might put work in initially. Like for me, I create lots of videos like this, and I put them out there in the marketplace, and people watch them. And when people watch my videos, they're clearly interested in what I'm talking about. They're interested in the knowledge that I have in marketing or sales or storytelling or building a business or, whatever it is, the things that I have knowledge in, right? So people are interested in my videos because I have a skill set and I have knowledge. Now you have a skill set and you have knowledge, right? Now you might be taking that to a company and the company is then paying you for your skill set and knowledge. Or you might be in the commission economy where you go out and you have skill set and knowledge about selling houses or selling cars and you make commission from that. But you can also take your skill set and you can take your knowledge and you can also sell it, right? Have you ever thought about that? That's what I do. I actually teach people. I'm an educator. So the videos that I create is educational content that I put up online that teaches people. And somebody goes, wow, Ted's good at teaching sales. Or wow, Ted's good at teaching marketing. Or wow, Ted's good at teaching advertising. Or Ted's good at teaching storytelling. Or Ted's good at teaching speaking. These are all things that I teach. So in today's economy, you could also call it getting paid for your knowledge and your wisdom, where people will actually pay for your knowledge and wisdom because since the beginning of time, companies have been paying people for their knowledge and wisdom. We have a whole system set up where people go to college and it's like, go get an MBA, and you get an MBA and you have more knowledge and typically you would get paid more. I think that's the biggest trap in the world because I think through life experience and through doing things, you can pick up lots of knowledge, and through observing other people, you can pick up a better MBA and you can have a better skill set and a better knowledge. And you can take that skill set and knowledge out to the world and you can get paid for it. Now, I happen to do it and make lots of passive income off videos like this. Now, you're watching this on YouTube. I have videos on Facebook. I have videos on Instagram. And my initial videos I create to engage people, to inspire them, to add value to them. Now, you think about any career, this is kind of a similar thing. Like, if you're going to get a customer, you want to add value to the customer. But in the old economy of time for dollars, in the commission economy, you add value where you're talking face-to-face to people, you're making the sale, or you're talking face-to-face to people, you're doing your job and you're getting your check. But in today's economy, you know what the cool thing is? You could be online, somebody watching your video, spreading your product, your program, or your service out to millions of people who see your stuff and then want to buy it. For me, I just sell knowledge. I sell my skill set. It's like, here's a course on how to sell. Here's a course on how to market. Here's a course on how to build your personal brand. Here's a course on how to tell a story. Like, you could do that too if you just take inventory of what your skill set and your knowledge is. Pretty simple, right? So anybody can do that today, but it starts off with creating videos that provide value to people so you can build a following where people go, wow, that guy's knowledgeable or that lady's knowledgeable. This person seems to be an expert in that field. I should listen to them. Now, if you're in a place where you're one of those people who have knowledge and skill set, you could sell the knowledge and skill set through courses. Like, you've seen online courses like this. They're everywhere today, right? How to do this, 7 steps to do this. People pay money for these things, right? They pay money to go universities, $100,000, $200,000 for their education, and what they're teaching in schools is like, they're teaching how to do this. Now, I don't know how effectively they're teaching it, but they're certainly teaching stuff, and you're reading these textbooks that most of them you don't even apply in real life, but they're certainly teaching something, you pay a lot for it. So why wouldn't people pay for something online that actually comes from somebody's life experience, that's actually proven, that can actually help them get results? Kind of a different perspective, but this is the new economy. Now you might be thinking, why am I not learning about this? Why is nobody telling me about this? Because this isn't the stuff they teach in school systems. They're not teaching this stuff. You need to learn from experts out in the marketplace. You need to see what's going on online, because online is the new economy. And if you're not making money online today, then you're missing the game. It's just the reality of the situation. The ability to speak to one person face to face, or create one video and have millions of people watch it. Which would you prefer? Which one do you think is the higher leverage of your time? So does it take time to build the videos and create the videos initially? Yes, but once they're up, you can market them over and over and over and over and over again to people. Pretty cool, right? And these videos can also be used to sell any kind of product, not just knowledge and skill set that you have, but which is called information products or knowledge products. But this stuff can be used to sell anything. So a video could be used to sell hair products. It could be used to sell makeup. It could be used to help you sell houses. It could be used to help you sell pools. It could be used to help you sell cars. I mean, I was online the other day on YouTube watching this guy talk about a Lamborghini, because I'm looking into buying a Lamborghini, and I was like, wow, he's got some information on Lamborghinis. But then I looked deeper and I was like, where's the course on like how you learn everything about a Lamborghini so you pick the right one? I didn't find the course. If he had sold a course, I would have bought it, right? And he's selling a Lamborghini, right? But customers today, they want to be knowledgeable and they want to be educated before they buy anything. So not only will they pay for the knowledge, not only will they pay to get educated, then they'll buy the product. If you're selling a hard product, like a car or a house or a pool or whatever, or a camera or anything, right? So the opportunity to make money today is like it exists. Like, we have more opportunity today, there's no question. When you can create a video and you can reach people all across the globe, is that more opportunity than people had 100 years ago? Absolutely. Is the ability to expand faster, like bigger than ever today? Yes, absolutely. So you should be taking advantage of the new economy, because the old economy is completely dying. Completely dying. So innovators who learn this, they learn to begin to think for themselves on how they're going to market the things that they have, the ideas that they have, and get those ideas out to the world. Now, once you get these videos out, they can sell your products for you. So instead of you trading time to go out and sell the product, the video of you, it's like a clone of you, is actually selling the products. Pretty different, right? So you have you selling the products, only you're not there. It's a video of you. Do you think that is passive income, where you are working on the video initially in the beginning, you set it up, and then for years and years and years it can bring in an income? Pretty good deal, right? I highly recommend it. There's all kinds of ways today. I just created an entire video, like we call it a funnel, where people come in, they see the first video, and then they see the second video, and then the third, and the fourth. I just created an entire like game-changing funnel on how to market my movie. I know precisely how I'm going to get my movie out to millions of people. I mocked it up last night, and I saw before where the world is going today. If you haven't seen Bruce Springsteen's Broadway show, watch it on TV. Here's a guy who was, singing for years and years and years and years and years, out there performing, and I think for the first time ever, besides his book, he's out in front of audiences actually doing a one-man play. He's telling his story to the world, and he's singing songs in between. What people want to know today when it comes to artists, people want to know who the person is. That's the new economy today. They want to learn the lessons of that artist or of that entrepreneur or of that top person. They want to know what made them successful. They want to know what struggles they went through. Just watching that last night, when you hear a successful person going through struggles and you hear that they've gone through the normal things that you go through, it makes dreams more possible. So today, people who are shifting into the new economy, which exists with video, transparency, vulnerability, sharing one's life, sharing one's knowledge, sharing one's skill, we take out the middleman. We take out the people who used to control industries. Now the industry becomes flat, and everybody can get into it because it's a level playing field. You can dominate the industry today. Whatever industry you choose, it's open to anybody. You just got to create great videos, and these videos can make you money over and over and over and over and over again. In doing that, whatever you're doing now, you could be an entrepreneur but not doing this. You should do it. You could be in a 9-to-5 and you're like, well, this could be a way for me to get out of the 9-to-5. You could be in any position right now, but if you're not doing this, you're missing the new economy. It's time to get in the game. It's time to get in the new economy. I believe you can do this. So what I'd like you to do right now, if you haven't grabbed the gift, make sure you download it, because this gift is how to get out of the 9-to-5. And inside it talks to you about how to create video presentations like this so you can create a passive income for yourself. Additionally, if you have some questions, go make a comment down below. Ask me a question. This is the beginning of our beautiful relationship. And make sure you like this. If you got value from this and you're like, oh, this was good, this was informative, share it with somebody. So like it down below. And also make sure you subscribe to the channel, because if you want to get more videos like this on all kinds of different topics that I teach, then you should definitely subscribe to the channel right now. I hope this served you. I'll see you in the next video. Rock and roll. Talk soon.